Krista and Rhonda are nominated for eviction, but the Golden Power Veto could save one of the two nominees. Find out what the competition will be now on Big Brother Cheesecake 3 Under the Sea. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 3 Under the Sea. It's day 47 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week JoJo is the head of household. He nominated Krista and Rhonda for eviction, but the Golden Power Veto could save one of the two nominees. What will the competition be? We'll find out shortly. But first, pick to play in the Golden Power Veto competition. Well, JoJo, Krista, and Rhonda are automatically playing by being the head of household and the two nominees. Pick to play was Lynn, Jonathan, and then Krista got house guest choice, and I thought, oh, here we go again. So, after a few hours, which is fine, she was working, Krista says, "Congratulations, Alvin. You're invited to play in the competition this Sunday."
"Thanks for not even asking me to play."
"Can you?"
"Let me check if I'm flying that day. I have to say this, though. I don't know why you're asking me to play when you know I won't be using it on you. I actually, unfortunately, am flying a morning flight that doesn't return in Toronto by 10:30 a.m. Why don't you ask the person that saved you to play instead?"
I figured it didn't much matter who I picked. Only one person told me that they would be unable to play on Sunday, and no one else reached out, so I decided that choosing someone at random was better than getting yelled at by Andrew again. I didn't yell at you.
Yet you tried to ask me here because you could have asked me in private.
I didn't think it was an asking thing, just a naming somebody. That's how it worked when I randomly chose Jonathan last week. I'm in a car right now, so I can't do a random draw.
Right. The last time you talked to me was on November 6th. You blasted my name last week, and all of a sudden this week you happen to choose me random. Make your mind up, boo-boo. I didn't save you last week. I wanted you gone. So if you think I don't know what you're doing, honey, you better win that veto, because you're next to go. Third time's the charm.
Love you too.
Feelings mutual. Does anybody else want to play for Krista?
Andrew, want to weigh in here? I guess that it's too bad, so sad. We only play with 5. So then I basically said, does anybody else want to play? Because Chantel couldn't play, Alvin couldn't play, so I left Julian, Caitlin, and Nicole. Julian was picked next by Krista. He couldn't play, so finally I did a buzzkill for Nicole and Caitlin, which Nicole won. So finally Nicole is playing in this goddamn Golden Power Veto competition. Now it's time to get to the rules to this Golden Power Veto competition. It's a brand new competition. I'm very excited. It's called Big Brother Connect 4. And here's how it works. This is a version of the classic board game Connect 4 where you have a grid of 6x7, and I'll show you the picture. Here it is. A 6x7 Connect 4 board. Now, you don't just get to magically put what are they even called? Let's say discs. You don't just get to magically put the disc into each column. The columns are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are the 7 columns. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Should I make it numbers? No, they're not. They're letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. I did also tell all the house guests that I have 2 albums on Facebook I want you to look at. They are Navigator of the Seas 2018 and Adventure of the Seas 2019. The 6 of you have been split up into 2 groups of 3 based on alphabetical order. So in the first group, we have JoJo, Jonathan, Krista. That's round 1. Round 2 is Lynn, Nicole, Rhonda. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. sharp, both rounds will begin at the same time. I will make a statement about one of the pictures or something in one of the pictures. So, for instance, a dolphin jumping out of the water, which which is not one of the ones. If you think a dolphin jumping out of the water is in one of the pictures in Navigator, you type in Navigator. If you think a dolphin jumping out of the water is in Adventure, you type in Adventure. You must type Navigator or Adventure in spelled correctly. Capitals doesn't matter, but it has to be spelled correctly. If you spell Navigator or Adventure incorrectly, or you give the wrong answer, you say Navigator and it was actually an Adventure, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. If you get it correct though, and you're the first person to get it correct, you get a disc and you can insert the disc into column A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. Your disc will obviously go to the bottom, like it doesn't connect 4, so it'll go to the bottom row. And then we go to the next question, so then I'll say a teddy bear. And if a teddy bear is in Navigator and you get that one right, you get another disc, which you can put in any of the 7 columns. If you can get 4 of your discs in a row, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, you have a Connect 4, you win the round and you advance to round 3, where the 2 winners, the winner of round 1 and the winner of round 2, will face off again with the same rules, and the first person to get a Connect 4 will win. In the event that 2 people strike out, get 3 strikes, then they're obviously eliminated, and whoever's last will advance. And same thing in round 3. If one person strikes out, gets 3 strikes, the other person wins the veto. If nobody gets a Connect 4, meaning you fill up the Connect 4 board all the way up and there is no Connect 4, whoever has the most discs in the board will win. If we get to a point where mathematically there cannot be a Connect 4 based on the board, so let's say there's still a few discs left, then I stop at that point when there definitely cannot be a Connect 4, and we count up the discs at that point. Okay? It's that simple. Yeah, this competition takes place tomorrow at 11. I'm curious how much studying you will all do. Well, I guess we'll know the answer. Okay, with that said, who will win the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Connect 4 Power Veto competition? Find out tomorrow. And Monday, will they use it to save Krista or Rhonda from the chopping block? And we learn what JoJo's special advantage is. Tuesday, we learn the rules for the Head of Household competition, and the final 2 nominees plead their case. And Wednesday is the next live eviction and Head of Household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the underwater house, will drown out of the underwater house, rather, and will lose their shot at the $300 Cheesecake Factory gift card. That will be the last person who does not make jury. I'm Andrew Chefs of Moonbest. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. Good night. So Tiffany thinks that we're doing our Big Brother Canada 8 audition video, but what she doesn't know is that the house guests were voting on whether or not to give you a second chance after last. So hold on a second. No. Ew, I just vacuumed! Okay, wait a second. Could you stop eating for a second? They voted no, but I thought I'd give you the end of the episode, just a couple minutes. Is there anything you want to say?
No.
That's actually the nicest thing you're going to get from her.
People!
That was funny. The same day that controversial episode with Tiffany happened was the same day that Don Cherry did his, you people come here, quoting, you drink our milk and honey, the least you can do is pay a couple bucks and buy a poppy. Now Ron McClain, bend over so I can fuck you again. Basically how I'm done. Anywho. Sure? So you're sure. So you're positive it's not. Okay, I'm taking this as a victory. Trust me, it could have been far worse than this. Okay, I'm Andrew Chefs of Moonbest. Take care. As we use up on the house guests. Good night.